Okay, hopefully this is working. Okay, there we go. Done setting that up and set to go. So, last time we were in here, well, we'd had a few crashes, which I was poking around at a little bit, trying to figure out what seems to be causing it, and it's entirely possible that it is my chat overlay that is causing the game to crash on the cutscenes. Apparently this game has had a bit of a reputation of having issues with overlays. So to try to minimize that a little bit, I disabled the Steam overlay, which does mean I can't pull up my little handy overlay browser to look at the endings. So I've tried to commit the rest of the endings I need to save for the memory so that I don't have to worry about alt-tabbing back and forth, although it looks like I can alt-tab pretty easily without crashing things. I don't want to turn off my chat overlay, however, because then I can't see chat. Unless I rig my phone up on a stand next to me, which is a little clunky. So we're going to try it with the chat overlay, and hopefully it works without crashing. It's still probably not going to capture the cutscenes, but it hopefully won't crash. Fingers crossed. I think we're all set here. We just defeated Magus, and we're thrown back to 65 million BC. Ayla mentioned she was off fighting the Chrono lair, I believe. And so we need to get to the Chrono lair, and I'm trying to remember which path we need to take to get there. She was going to lead an attack on Azala? Yeah, here we go, because the Laruba village was destroyed. Here we go. Reptites take Kino, Reptites kill all, try stop Reptites. What do now? Reptites follow Ayla. Ayla, bad luck. Oh no. Ayla, this is your fault. Look at village. Reptites follow you. Now village ruined. Okay. Reptites strong, live long before us, so we hide. But Ayla say fight together. Ayla still say fight now. Yeah, okay. Win, live, lose, die. That rule. No can change rule. Old man breathe, but dead inside. Ayla strong, so make big talk. We not strong. Now strong, fight get more strong. Ayla help, but now need Dactyl. Give Dactyl. Okay, so... Ayla's heading to the Chrono lair. She's borrowing a Dactyl from this tribe. And she accidentally got their village burned down by leading a bunch of Reptites to their village. Gotcha. Alright. Wait, Ayla, you're not even gonna say hi? Hello? Okay. I guess we'll join her. Where is the dactyl there? Is it up here? Yes. Oh lord. That's fine, we'll just cut our way through all of this. And yeah, I've got a rough idea of where I need to be making backup saves. There's actually only a couple of more that I need to make if we're going to try to view all the endings easily. So I should be good to go on that. Oh god. I also have an idea about how far I want to get today. We're going to be finishing up this time period, at least most of the plot in this time period today, pretty quickly here. And then going into another time period, and I have a feeling we're going to probably end it in that time period. There's quite a bit to do when we get there. Alright, on around here, oh god. And done. Alright. So the dungeon we're about to go to is honestly a huge pain on a first playthrough. Like your first game through here, if you haven't been doing a bit of level grinding and especially if you haven't gone and bought all the custom gear that you can get from the trader here, this place is gonna hurt. Fortunately, New Game Plus, not so much of an issue. Oh, apparently I have to fight all these guys, alright. You also definitely want to make sure that you've leveled up Chrono's tech points. Ideally to the point that he knows lightning too. That'll save you a lot of pain. And maybe focus some of the magic capsules and stuff on him. I think most of my playthroughs I tend to just kind of dump all of the capsules on Chrono, which is technically a bad way to do it, because even without capsules, some of the characters will max out their stats on their own eventually. So if you're spending capsules on them, you're just kind of wasting the capsule. But I'm not going to keep a list of who maxes out what on their own open next to me the entire time I'm playing. Fine, just dump them on whoever you like the most. That kind of min-maxing stuff is like if you're getting characters like all the way to max level, and at that point you're going to have done like we're level 57, 56, somewhere around there, and we're on our second playthrough, about halfway through. By the time you get to max level, you're going to be on your like third or fourth playthrough. You're going to have so many capsules floating around by that point, it really doesn't matter, and it's highly unlikely you're going to want to max out every single character in every stat area. Just not much of a point to it. Okay. I don't know what has driven you to this quest, but a friend of Chrono is a friend of mine. Alright. Chili's just met Frog. I forgot about that. I will not stand by while you go to your grave. Ah, we got that little red star in the sky there. That's going to be important in a bit. Wish to die alone then? I fear I cannot allow that, not after having accepted your aid and hospitality. Been death enough on my watch, I'll abide no more. Let us be on our way, Chrono. Okay. Let us proceed to the Tyranno lair. Yes, Robo, very good. Oh, good. There's spare... Oh, wait, I have to skip this. There's a cutscene here. Actually, this is good. There's a cutscene here. This will be a good test of whether or not it's going to crash the game. I think I'm just going to kind of let this try to play to see if it crashes the game. Because this is what was crashing it for us last time, was the cutscene. Yeah, we'll leave Robo. That looks good. And then we're going to get this. They take off on the pterodactyls. And cutscene starts. I'm assuming you guys are seeing just a black screen. Because for whatever reason, cutscenes just do not work with capture programs. And then if I skip it, does it crash the entire game? It does. Good. Excellent. Okay. As a matter of fact, it crashed it so hard that I didn't even get an error message this time. Last time I was getting a C++ error message. Good, good. We'll just resume. See where that takes me. Oh, perfect. Now I just have to see if it's still picking up on here. Okay. Hopefully that's coming back up on stream now. Because every time this game crashes, the capture software decides to completely reset its idea of how to work. So, we're going to skip through this dialogue real quick, and we're going to test my, if I just skip the cutscene really fast, does it keep it from crashing method. Because that seemed to work last time. Okay, and then we just mash these buttons here. Yes. Please don't... Hey, it worked. Alright. So, skipping the cutscene really fast, still the solution. And then, you know what, just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and make a save here, now that we're past the cutscene. The toughest boss in the game. Alright, so now we've got our pterodactyls, we can fly around 65 million BC. You can kind of open the map up here a little bit, see what all you got to look at here. There's this little island over here that you couldn't get to before, the Sun Shrine. Pop ourselves in here for a second, and it's an empty cave. Mysterious. We'll have to look back later. I don't think there's really actually that much else you can do right now. Like, you can look at the map here and see, like, on the left side is where Ayla's village is, Laruba village, Dactyl lair, the little Reptite lair we were at last time. And then there's that strange-looking castle surrounded by a lake of lava in the middle. And that's pretty much it. This whole, like, river and forest area over here, there's nothing here. It's all just for show. Can't even land. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go straight to the Chrono lair. Ta-da! Go ahead and save. Drop as many saves as I can, just because now I'm terrified of cutscenes. Because I definitely don't remember where all of the cutscenes are. Fortunately, I knew where that one was, but there are some that I don't know. I don't remember. Did we equip Ayla with decent stuff? We'll assume that's fine. This way? No. Okay. Ah, yes, here we go. I'm curious if it would crash if I turned the chat overlay off when I skip the cutscene. We'll try that next time, because I do have a key I can press that just temporarily turns the chat on and off. So I could try just turning it off for a second while I'm skipping, or while the cutscene ends, or while the cutscene's playing. Let's see if that helps. I wish it gave me a little more info when it crashed, rather than just, you know, immediately straight to desktop with no error message. That doesn't really help me figure out, you know, what I can do to improve the situation. Turnkey, you're about to have a feast, and you're about to be the roast beast. Oh. It's the apes. Get them. And I think this is going to be Chrono. This should be a pretty short dungeon. A lot of the length in this the first time through comes from the combat, because a lot of the combat in here can take some time. There are some tough enemies in here. Ton of HP. Oh. And Ayla's gonna break Chrono out of here, hopefully. Yeah. Or she's just gonna crawl into the prison herself. Methods do not appear logical. Robo, you're like a robot. Can't you just, like, break that open? Okay, Kino take all, Laruba person, run. What Ayla do? Strong live, weak die, Ayla go be strong. Kino go too. Kino no come, Ayla die, Kino new Ioka chief. Okay. Okay, so the Kino's off. Okay, so Kino's gonna show us something before he leaves. Cool. Let's grab that. I saw an item in here. Grab that. And head on our way. I think he's gonna open up that door I was kind of trying to open on the way down here. I don't remember all the tricks to this dungeon, but I remember some of them. Yeah, like this. You can press these buttons here. Drop these guys through a little trapdoor. I think the right-hand side is just some extra items, and this is the way forward, yeah. We're gonna have a bunch of hidden enemies we have to fight. Right. Okay. Should be fine. Oh my god, even without a crit, that was still a one-hit kill. That's insane. I don't remember if that was a counterattack or if that's just... Okay, it's a counterattack, so yeah, only 8 damage though, so whatever. You can stun the big ones with lightning, so just using, like, Chrono's lightning 1 is enough to... Oh. We made it to the end? Good. There's more items down there. I don't care about items. We've got lots of items. New Game Plus, I have all the potions and ethers and everything I will ever need. I'm not going to go through collecting every single piece of mid-game gear item. Oh my gosh. Should I use the lightning? Feels like a waste, but getting hit a bunch of times for no reason is also kind of silly. Ah, there we go. Gotta wait for Robo to get the crit. And, oh. Airdropped. Alright. You know, we'll just go ahead and use some lightning. Let's just clear this out. Perfect. Do any of these guys have abilities left to learn, actually? I don't think... Oh, really? Okay, Ayla hasn't learned her final ability yet. Triple kick. Alright. One of these drops enemies in the room, one of them opens up the floor so the enemies can fall through. I don't remember which does which. I guessed wrong. Alright, that's fine. And go ahead, lightning onto you. That should kill it. Alright. There we go. Doors open, we can head on through to the main path. And I think this is basically the end of this dungeon. Like, your first time through, if you're getting those items out of the right-hand side that we skipped the branching path there, bit more to clear out there. There's the floor with all the teleports. Hello, sir. Excuse me, just gonna sneak past there. He seems busy. Yeah, we'll just be on our way. Oh! Never mind. He wants to say hi. Nizbel, you've got some nerve just walking past me, the great Nizbel. I'll show you. Alright. Sure. Let's see how you show me. Ah, right. Okay, so his defense goes up every time he's attacked. It's lowered every time you lightning. Even with my, like, endgame gear, his defense being raised is enough to make a pretty big impact in how much damage he's taking, so... It's so frustrating. I just need Robo to crit once. Because his crits are guaranteed to do 10,000 damage now, which is way more than anything we're going to be fighting for most of the game. There we go. Robo with his, like, Apocalypse Arm and, you know, anything that boosts his critical hit chance is just a cakewalk. You can just punch your way through pretty much any enemy in the game. Even, like, there's a super boss, like a challenge mode boss they added in the DS remake of this, which this port is based on. It's supposed to be, like, the most difficult fight in the game, and it adds, you know, you have to come back with, like, New Game Plus maxed out characters and all that. If you have Robo's Apocalypse Arm and some critical chance, it's just a joke. It's so easy. Because most of the characters here, even at, like, end game stats, are only dealing, like, 2,000 to 3,000 damage a hit, so hitting for 10,000 every time he attacks, or every, you know, 3/4 of the time he attacks is just insane. And he's a little slower than a lot of your party members, but you can just, you know, boost his speed. And then that's not a problem anymore. So just shove all your speed capsules on Robo, and you're gonna cakewalk the end of the game. Alright, so that door's not open yet. Aha! This was the door I was thinking of. Yes. Open those. Drop the enemies through. That gives us a save point, but we can't access it yet because we already dropped the floor on them. I think it might be wise to pop that save point down and make a backup save, because there is a chance that we're going to get a cutscene at the end of this. And those can crash the game, I hear. So we'll just make a nice little backup save there, in case I have to do this again. And there we go, Azala. I think I've pronounced it different every time I've said it. At last, the final confrontation is but a matter of time. Will it be we reptiles who inherit the earth, or you soft-skinned apes? Strong live, weak die, Ayla just fight. Hear that lovely voice? You'll soon be hearing more of it than you'd ever wish. Alright. He's on his way out here. And this is another pretty big boss fight that we'll be seeing again later in the game. Damnable red star, fall why don't you? Stain the earth red. Even should it prove our fate to die, we will not relinquish this world to the likes of you. This black tyranno will have the honor of wiping you filthy apes from existence forever. Also, is this a dinosaur that's like cheering on an asteroid that's about to smash into the earth? Alright. Yeah, go ahead, Lightning 2. This should take care of Azala, hopefully? With any luck, we can clear him up pretty quick. I think the Black Tyranno is going to be pretty immune to our attacks for a while here. He's eventually going to drop his defenses and start doing a countdown. So when you can actually start dealing some, real damage to it. The countdown leads to a particularly powerful counterattack. So, first playthroughs, you want to make sure you got everybody's health topped up and all set to go before that countdown reaches 0. Prioritize that over the damage because you don't want to lose people. It's gonna be a bad time. There we go. Lowers defense and begins storing power. And he's dead because I think Robo crit him there. Oh. No, it can't be. Could the heavens truly have sided with the apes? Listen, primates, and let it be known for all time. We reptiles fought proudly to the bitter end. Ayla, no. Oh. First, a great fiery stone will crash to the earth. Its flames will soon spread to scorch every corner of the land. Then the chill will begin to creep across the blackened plains, ushering in a long, cruel age of ice and snow. A fitting end to our age indeed. Oh. Lavos. Okay, so this cutscene's fine, because this was in the original game's engine, so it's not opening up the weird anime music video side thing we get normally, which is good. That means it shouldn't crash, hopefully. Unless it gives us a high-def version of this in a second. I wish I had a list of all the cutscenes so I knew where to be ready for them. Ayla people word, Wa mean fire, Vos mean big. Oh. Hey, Kino! Lavos falls soon. All ride Dactyl. Ayla, what you do? Kamazala, come. This is the will of the earth. Okay. Azala, Ayla, not forget. What take? Take care of this world. Alright. So there we go, the landing of Lavos. And the death of the Reptite civilization. Okay. Am I supposed to be pressing something here? Here we go. Seems Lavos made his first appearance here and not in the year 600. Lava's huge. Chrono fight that. Chrono, we go place Lavos fall. Lavos should be weaker now. We should go and see. Okay, so we're gonna head and look for the crash-landed Lavos. Gotcha. Alright. A gate has formed. Lavos fast deep under Earth now. Gates are likely the result of the energy radiating from Lavos placing strains on the surrounding time-space. What wrong, Chrono? Want fight Lavos? Go there. Or go here. No. Alright. Before we do that, we're just gonna real quick drop down a backup save, because this is another one of the points at which you can get a new ending. We'll put a backup there. Override our main save. Yeah, and I think we could take the Dactyl back, go jump in the bucket, fight fight White Lavos there, or go jump in the portal back at the fair. Just make sure I'm remembering this correctly. We've got that one there, and I think there's only one more I need to get. After Black Tyranno, yes, and then after the thing, gotcha. Okay. Time gyro reads 12,000 BC. We're still in the very distant past. Chrono, where this place? Okay, we've made it to the Ice Age. We're no longer in 65 million BC, but we're still in an Ice Age. Got it. And we've got something strange here. Alright. Floating islands. Aha! The city of Inhassa. Hello. This is the magic kingdom of Zeal, where dreams can be made reality, but nothing in this world comes free. There's always a price to be paid. And off he goes. Welcome to Inhassa, Zeal's city of dreams. We seek enlightenment within the bliss of sleep. You are not of us, are you? Most unusual visitors. Am I waking, or is this but a continuation of my dream? Regardless of that, I welcome you to Zeal. Her Majesty Queen Zeal rules this magic kingdom. She is without peer in beauty or grace. We owe our prosperity to Her Majesty the Queen. After the king died, she encouraged the development of our kingdom's magical prowess, which has led to the great advancements. She's asleep. Alright. Oh! We'll go up there in a second. The Queen has sealed away the great elemental weapons and armors forged with the power of the sun in the shrine to the north. You can see its entrance in the northern continent, but no one is allowed inside it now. Gotcha. So, Blue Pyramid. Oh, you're just going to show me that same cutscene? Okay, I thought maybe you'd have something else to say. Usually people that show you little cutscenes will change their dialogue after the cutscene, but apparently not this guy. The door to the northern shrine is sealed by a powerful force. Even we, the enlightened ones, lack the means to open it. Are you just a shop? You look like a shop. Yep, you're a shop. Let's keep looking around here. The world you see with your eyes may well differ completely from the one I see with mine. There are as many different worlds as there are observers. Never assume that only those things which you can see or touch are real. Truth exists in dreams, the world exists in me. Okay, we've got a sleeping doll. You believe in such things as fate, do you think it's possible our lives are predetermined? Well... Ooh. No. It is, isn't it? We are masters of our own destiny. Speaking of which, I believe there may be a doorway of destiny in this very place. Got it. City of Kajar, the high seat of magical research, lies on the edge of the western continent. Airship the Blackbird is maintained there as well. Hello. Do you wish to speak with us? What wrong? That animal for eat tastes good? The black winds howl. One among you will shortly perish. Is that true? Let me calculate the probability. No, Robo. Why would he say such a thing? Strange boy, but not bad boy. Font of recovery, rest your wearied mind and body within, traveler. Alright. I wonder what's within the northern shrine. No doubt the key to unlock its seal is held at the palace, but entry there is strictly forbidden in the name of Her Majesty the Queen. The Queen's palace sits at the heart of our kingdom. She watches over all the world from its high vantage point. The Because of that, we can sleep our days away in peace. Alright, there's also a little puzzle here that you have to normally go and find the solution to elsewhere and then come back. There's a handful of books sitting around in each of the little zones of this kingdom. If you open them, they'll do little different elemental effects. So you got fire down there, you got water here, and you've got wind up here. And if you activate them in the right order, it'll do something. I don't remember the order, but I seem to remember wind being first. So we're going to try wind, water, fire, and see if that does it. It did not do it. Let's try wind, fire, water. What if I do wind is open, then we do fire, and then we do water? No. Am I wrong? Is it wind, fire, water? What if I try going all the way back up there, do this, like this? No. Okay. I could go to the next city, because I think the answer is literally just sitting on a shelf in the next town. But there's only, I think, 6 possibilities for the order to open 3 things. There we go. Water, wind, fire. This gets us in here. The Mystery of Life, Volume 841, Chapter 26. All life begins and ends with new. It's the undeniable truth because I believe it to be so, at least for the present. Ah, well, as long as you believe it. The Guru of Reason is gone. Do you want to challenge me? Yes. So this fight's really tough on your first playthrough. It's kind of like a gimmick puzzle fight, and if you get unlucky, you can just, like, lose. There's nothing you can do. It won't kill you. He always leaves you at 1 HP and then just revives you, so you're not going to die on this fight. It's just really annoying. So the gimmick to this is that 3 of these guys can only deal 1 damage, and 3 of these guys will deal attacks that always leave you at 1 HP. So if you kill off the guys, like that guy there, he just did an attack that left me at 1 HP. If you kill off everybody except for the guys that can only do attacks that can't kill you, you're completely invulnerable. I've done it kind of backwards there. They're going to be in like alternating sequence. So right now I have all 3 of these guys can only deal 1 damage per attack. The other 3 can only lower you to 1 HP. Technically, I should have done this the other order around, because right now if one of them attacked Chrono, he would die, because Chrono was hit for an attack that lowered him to 1 HP. But yeah, if you wipe out the other 3, you're fine. So you just have to wipe out the 3 that can deal 1 HP before they get a chance to kill your entire party. They're pretty tough. As you saw there, it took even my like endgame characters a couple of attacks to kill them. You're strong, take this. Magic capsule, speed capsule. Alright, and he's off. And we heard a reference there to the Guru of Reason. We'll be seeing that pop up again later. Let's keep boosting Robo's magic and speed. And you can use this little font here to heal everybody, so you don't need to worry about... If you want to try that on the first playthrough, just go right ahead. You can just heal yourself up on that little pad up there if you fail. Not a big deal. A pair of capsules is a pretty nice reward. Alright, we're back down on the lowlands. Head around here, and another skyway. And we got an overview map there of the whole area, and we're on kind of the main section of this. Go over here. Got something sitting here. Why are you here? All is well with the Blackbird, I presume. She's fully operational, Lord Dalton. Of course she is, you blundering idiot. Were she not, we'd all be in trouble. You, what are you doing there? Those clothes. You must be the ones the Prophet said would come to interfere. I think I shall watch for the time being and see how he plays his hand. Not that I suspect he'll tip his cards so easily. Okay. Blackbird's a symbol of Zeal's advancement, so they've got a plane. Like a jet plane, or like a rocket plane, it looks like. Alright, City of Kajar. Magic City of Kajar. We perform research in the magical arts to help further Her Majesty's plans to deliver our kingdom even greater glory. Your power differs from ours. It's difficult to describe, but in you I sense a strange kindness. In ancient times, people crafted wondrous weapons and armor by combining shards of a rainbow-colored shell with the Sunstone's power. Now only the Guru of Life knows the art of creating such things, and even if others did, the Queen has ordered us to abandon use of the sun's power. Such beauteous contentment, there is a newly blossomed bud. Would that I could be a flower. Okay. Sure, friend. That's the Sun Temple, which you see on the southern sky isle. The Sunstone, our primary source of power, was enshrined there. However, the temple was sealed up along with the northern shrine once we turned to our new energy source. The Queen claimed we'd no need for the energy of the tired old sun. Okay, so they originally were using solar power, and they've converted to something else. Probably coal. Nothing in this shop that I need. Platinum armor too, but I need Her Majesty's permission to sell it. Okay. That's fire. What tempest must rage in young Lord Janus's head? His only friend other than his sister is that cat that follows him about. Okay, so that must be the kid we saw earlier. Seeing a great deal of young Lord Janus lately. Before he scarcely showed his face, but now he paces around quite often, always looking upset. Her Majesty Queen Zeal has two children, Lady Shala and young Lord Janus. Lady Shala is an incredible child with extraordinary magical powers. Such a gift, her life must be all ease and luxury. Alright. Ah, you have an unusual aura, you must possess the gift too. Yours seems very primitive compared to ours, though, you poor thing. Okay. How is it we came to have the powers we do? Why do some possess the gift while others lack it? It is a conundrum. That book's apparently not important. And neither is that one. That'll be water. Those lacking magic are known as the Earthbound ones. They've always lived beneath the clouds. It's only fitting, after all, they lack our talents. Alright. So a bit stuck up. Good. Ah, crap. That was wrong. We need to... Okay. Turn that off. Turn this on. All the way down here. Turn this one on. And then back up here. Perfect. Obtained an unidentifiable object. But inside is a black gemstone. What the hell is a black gemstone? What? Black gemstone. Black gemstone. What does this do? I see a bunch of other colored... Ah, there we are. Black gemstone. Oh, Eternal Darkness. It's a triple tech. Got it. All began aeons ago when man's ancestors stumbled upon a shard of strange red rock. Its power was beyond human comprehension, cultivated dreams, and gave birth to love and hate. Only time will tell how it ends. Okay, so more references to that red stone, that dream stone. Anything in here? Structure you can see deep beneath the waves below is the Ocean Palace, a symbol of our queen's greatness. The palace is the beacon of light which will guide us to a brighter future. All praise the great and wondrous Queen Zeal. Earthbound ones are being allowed to work on the construction of the Ocean Palace. Allowed to. Yeah, great. Seems even they have their purpose. What lovely people. Behold, that out the window is the great black bird, built by Balthazar, the Guru of Reason. Okay. See it soar across the sky, you'd think it alive. The Guru is a genius. Alright. Construction of the Ocean Palace has fallen behind schedule, an everlasting palace beneath the waves. It'll be a sight to see when it's finished. Alright, what do we got up here? Gurus of life, time, and reason dwell in Zeal. Their knowledge and skill is without equal. Zeal's progress stems from our new energy source. Its power far surpasses that of the sun's elemental energy. Heard a strange prophet has come to the palace. I do not know the details, but I heard he has powers most uncanny. Who? Do you want to speak? No? Alright. Working to fashion a capsule that will enhance one's magical skill. My precious products have been disappearing in recent days. Must be that naughty New that took them. They do so love pranks. He's no doubt hidden them all about. How can I work like this? Capsule's not been completed yet. Too bad, eh? Oh, so this is the guy that makes capsules. Got it. Heard Lady Shella's power far surpasses those of her mother. Then there's her brother, young Lord Janus. He's of royal blood as well, of course, but doesn't seem to have the faintest trace of magical ability. Okay, so Janus apparently doesn't have magical abilities. Interesting. A guru once told me that the Sunstone once held all the nearly infinite energy of our sun. Over time, that energy was slowly depleted, and it turned into the lightless Moonstone. Okay. Know you this, traveler, the Moonstone could be restored to a glorious Sunstone if left to bask in the sun's warm light, but such would require aeons. None of us will ever witness that gorgeous glow again. Got it. Water summons wind, wind makes fire dance. Got it. That's the hint for figuring out the books. That guy there. I mean, there are literally only 6 possibilities, so you can usually just kind of figure it out by trying a few, but if you don't want to, there's your hint. Alright, we need to keep exploring here. And up to the top. And Zeal Palace. This is the Queen's Palace and the center of the magic kingdom of Zeal, which is to say this is the center of the universe. Sure. The portal to the Ocean Palace is in Her Majesty's audience chamber. Mind you, it hasn't been completed yet. Alright. The source of our energy rests deep below the sea. Once its exact location was determined, we began constructing the Ocean Palace there. That wandering prophet is amazing. Every prophecy to escape his lips has come to pass. It's as though he already knows the events to come. Unnerving, is it not? Oh, Itchy, could you scratch my back? Sure. Wonderful. Right there, you've got it. Thank you. Discovered the news scratching spot. I think you can go back and scratch that one new that wasn't moving in the guy's lab. That man appeared only recently, but he earned the Queen's trust quickly with his startlingly accurate predictions. Origins are a mystery. He's not one of us enlightened ones, but nor is he an earthbound one. From where could such a man have come? Okay, we've got a mysterious stranger somewhere here. Were you aware that Balthazar, the Guru of Reason, maintains secret chambers in Anhasa and Kajar? Yes, I've been to both of them. The Balthazar is Reason. Do best to speak to the Queen or the Gurus if you wish to learn of the Mammon Machine and the Ocean Palace. Just between you and I'd not place much faith in any answers Her Majesty gave you right now, as she's been different as of late. Okay. Sounds like treason. Queen's two children, Lady Shala and Lord Janus, get along so well. If only young Lord Janus would open up to others. A pendant of yours, it looks like Lady Shala's, but it doesn't glow like hers. Okay. Keep exploring. Queen's Counsel Lord Dalton was in charge of the Ocean Palace's construction until a wandering prophet arrived and took over. Lord Dalton's in a foul mood these days, best avoid him if you can. Completion of the Ocean Palace will secure everlasting glory for the Kingdom of Zeal. There will be no more fear or sadness, only eternal peace. Oh, wonderful. Sign me up. Up here... Queen must have borne a great deal of pain and sorrow in silence. Progress requires equal sacrifice. Much must have been given to allow Zeal to attain the glory it now knows. This way will take you to the bedchambers. Alright, we'll hold off on that for just a second. Let's go talk to these guys. Hello. I wonder how the Guru of Life is doing. What are we supposed to do without him? Humans, I'll tell ya. I want to be the wind, Masa. Ah! You will someday if you try hard enough. Our big sister Doreen went to Inhasa again. Yeah, she likes to dream. I like the wind better than dreams. Whoosh. Alright. Some old friends there. They say that Gaspar, the Guru of Time, continues his work on some deserted island. He strives to make a time egg or some such nonsense, but no one has seen him for years. Even Balthazar, who designed the Blackbird in the Ocean Palace, has vanished. How strange that the three gurus who guide Zeal to its present glory have all disappeared at once. Alright. That wandering prophet's amazing. Yeah, okay, we talked to that guy. Hello. Can I go in? This way leads to the Mammon Machine. Oh, sure. Let's go on in. Prophet's aura is clouded with hatred and sorrow. If he does not free himself of those emotions, he'll destroy himself and those he loves along with him. Beyond lies the Mammon Machine chamber. You can feel the glorious energy of Lavos surging from it. Came to see it? No. Oh, but you simply must experience it. To feel the great Lavos' emanations is a spiritual awakening. Ah! So they know about Lavos. Okay. I'm assuming they don't know what Lavos is. Oh, hello. Do you like plants? Yes, I do like plants. I love them too. Queen ordered me to burn this tiny sapling I received from the Guru of Life. He said it was a special tree with powers to restore the earth. What shall I do? Grow it in secret. You're right, Queen's orders though they may be, it wouldn't do to burn a gift from the Guru of Life. Very well then, I'll care for it somewhere safe and secret. Someday it may just help someone else who loves the earth and trees. Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna need that later. I don't remember where. There's actually two possibilities I can think of, but we're gonna need it later. And we're just gonna drop another save here real quick. And head on up to here. 2 bedrooms. Hello. Lady Shala's pendant was made from the same red stone as the Mammon Machine. When she prays to the device, the pendant glows with an unearthly light. Okay. They mentioned that I have the same pendant. Shala. Janus, you've returned. Is something wrong? The black winds feel the foreboding too. Don't worry, it will be alright. Here, keep this close. What is it? It's an amulet containing my prayers. If something should happen, it will keep you safe. I wish that I could remain with you always, but Mother has other plans. Not our mother, she looks like her, but she's not the same inside. Even still, forgive me, Janice. Oh, pardon, Your Highness. Queen requests your immediate presence at the Ocean Palace. Very well. Well then, Janice, I must be on my way. Oh, who might you be? Forgive me, my lady, but we must hurry. If we're late, I fear I'll be... well, you know the Queen. Of course, my apologies. We'll talk to Janice here for a second. What's up, man? Janice, go away. Oh. Guess not. Let's talk to his cat. Don't waste your time. Alphador only likes me. Cat's name is Alphador. Sure. Sure. This way leads to the Queen's audience chamber. Listen to me, the Earth is alive and always has been. She changes slowly so you never see it, from flatlands into mountains, from mountains into seas. A way may someday open even to the Forbidden Shrine in the north, or to the Sun Temple, but it could take untold years. Gotcha. Oh. Her Majesty said she had business at the Ocean Palace. None may pass until her return. Her pendant, it looks identical to Lady Shala's. I heard that when Lady Shala communes with the Mammon Machine, her pendant glows with a strange light. The door cannot be opened from the outside, save with a powerful magic key like Lady Shala's pendant. Okay, yeah. So, we need to go power up our pendant at the Mammon Machine. But, one of the endings, which is I think one of the rarest ones to get according to the Steam achievements, is right now. After you've seen Shala go through the door, but before you power up the pendant. So we're going to make a backup here, which this is the one I was trying to back up. But just to be safe, we're going to make another backup slot here. Still got, yeah, I got plenty. I think this is one of the last backups I need to make. So from now on, we can pretty much just use this main save. Let me just double check and make sure there's not another one here. No, yeah. From now on out, after we power up the pendant, it is all the same ending, with one exception, which I already know about, and we will make a backup save when we get to that point. Yes. Yes, okay. I might also have to get a little creative here in a second, because there's going to be a fight that I need to lose. And that might actually be a little tricky. So let's go power up the pendant at the fancy old Mammon Machine here. Pretty cool looking. The three gurus constructed the Mammon Machine from a reddish stone that had been kept in the royal treasury for generations. Guru of Life, Melchior, was in charge of the plans and conducted a great deal of research into the nature of Lavos, but now, well, I'm sure you know the rest. Operating the Mammon Machine requires magic powerful enough to regulate the energy the machine extracts. Excepting the gurus, Lady Shala is the only one with such power. Quantum seals power the Mammon Machine. It draws and magnifies the limitless power of Lavos. Pendant looks just like Lady Shala's. Yes. Okay. If the Mammon Machine is moved to the Ocean Palace, we can extract even more energy from Lavos. The dream of eternal life will be made possible. O Almighty Queen, our kingdom will reign for all eternity. When the Mammon Machine was finished, the Queen became a different person almost overnight, a much colder one. Just between us, I heard that any who oppose her, not just the earthbound ones, vanish and are never heard from again. Melchior, Guru of Life, opposed the Queen's plans and disappeared shortly thereafter. It pains me to consider some conspiracy may be at work, but it is terribly suspicious. Alright, so can we just hold this pendant up for a second? And we're all charged. And if you remember, that's the pendant that started this whole adventure. When Marl went through the teleporter at the beginning, that pendant reacted to it and opened the first gate. Ayla go, no be scared, Chrono. Marl's pendant is most certainly made of the Guru's stone. Alright. Who are you? How did you get in here? Prophet, your majesty, these are the bringers of disaster of whom I spoke. Indeed, they and the Gurus alike, how dare you outlanders attempt to oppose me? Fools one and all, Dalton seize them. Yes, your majesty, with pleasure. Golem. Alright. I don't remember this boss fight. There's at least one of the golems that's a little tricky. I don't remember if it's this one or not. Oh, that was it. Well, at least with endgame equipment, this wasn't tricky. 35 tech points, 2,000 gil, Robo's level increased. Or Golem, you'll pay for that. Oh, where are they taking me? Fear not, I won't kill you, not immediately, that is. I'll allow you to sample every type of pain and fear imaginable first. By the time we're through, you'll be begging us to end your suffering. What a delicious diversion. Okay. Hello? Janice, idiots, what will you do, Shala? Let us help them. I don't think it'll be of any use, and you'll be in trouble if you let them escape. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine, and they just might be able to rescue Melchior. Alright, so Shala's freeing us. Are you alright? Quickly you must flee the palace, and if you can, please free the Guru of Life. He was sent to the Mountain of Woe for opposing my mother's plan. You must help him. I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Uh-oh. What do we got now? Hi, sir. Your meddling tires me. It seems I'll need to put an end to you here. Don't. Okay. Oh, the cat's getting involved, too. Very well, I'll spare their lives, but in return you'll cooperate with me, Shala. Now show me how it is you came here. Alright. So you came through here. Now, Shala, once I throw them in, you will seal the portal shut. You can't make me. Will obey me, their lives are at stake. Very well, alright. Not gonna lie, I'd actually forgotten this step. I forgot about getting sealed out of this portal for a bit. Please forgive me. Where does this dump me? Okay, why would the Prophet not eliminate us? They take Lavos' power, Lavos get weak. Do you recall the crest on the door that the pendant opened? I have seen several of them in my own time. Uh-huh. Hey, Chlorophyll, how's it going? Yeah, Chrono Trigger's great. Super fun. Curious crest is engraved here and a mysterious force seals it shut. Yeah, have you gotten the you ever play the DS version? There's a new ending in the DS version that actually like ties into Chrono Cross really well. Let us return to my time. Alright, so we gotta get back to Robo's time period. I think we just have to jump through the gate over here. Yeah. And yeah, I'm kind of just going through this because I want to prep myself for the, they're doing the port of Chrono Cross to PC, which is really exciting because, I think the only other way to play Chrono Cross was the, like, actual physical PS1 discs. So it was getting kind of hard to check that one out if you were interested in it. Now we're finally going to have a way to play it on, like, something more modern than a PlayStation 1. So I figured, like, you know what? I'll go back. They have the PC port of the DS game here. It's in a pretty good shape overall. Yes, the DS or the Steam version, because the Steam version is, which is what I'm playing, is based on the DS version of the game. Which is also nice because you get a little bit, the graphics are very slightly better. It still very much looks like the SNES game, but you do get widescreen support, which the SNES doesn't do. And technically, I actually don't know if I've showed this, you can go in under the graphics and toggle it to high res. But the high res graphics to me just look kind of blurry. And like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I think Robo's one eye, like it'd be his left eye, it's on the right side of the screen, looks kind of derpy, and the like little round bit on his stomach looks kind of wrong. I'm not a fan of this. So I usually just play with the graphics set to original, because, I don't know, I think this looks better. But yeah, you get some options there. You got, yeah, some other, you know, niceties in here. The controls and stuff, you know, sports gamepad or keyboard and mouse. Pretty fun. It's the full original game with the DS content added in. We need to get to, and I'm playing on a New Game Plus here because I just want to cover the story. So, New Game Plus means I have all the end game gear and overpowered equipments, and I'm massively over-leveled. There is trophy support. Weirdly enough, it's only for the endings. There's one achievement or trophy or whatever per ending. Vanguard Dome. No. Can I get to Chrono Dome? Chrono Dome. Yes, this is where I want to be. And actually, I think if I remember correctly, they just updated this on Steam. It was released in 2018 on Steam, and they just updated it like 2 weeks ago to add 21:9 resolution support. And they did, but when they did that, it broke the, I'm at the wrong dome, aren't I? Whatever. We'll just race Johnny real quick, it's fine. Yeah, when they did, it broke the achievements on Steam. So, like, from what I've seen in the forums right now, as of that patch, like, a week or two ago, the achievements just aren't unlocking. Which is a bit of a bummer, but whatever. Fine. We'll just do this the easy way. Wait till the very end and then pop the boost at the last second. Perfect. Alright. It's such a goofy minigame. I don't know why it's there. I wish the points did something, because there's actually, like, you can affect the points throughout the entire race by staying ahead of him for more of the race, but the points don't do anything. I don't know. Very weird. Okay, we need to find that door. That's the abandoned sewers. Is it here? I can never remember where all the doors are in this time period. Hello? Nope, this isn't it. It must be the other dome. Alright, well I should have just gone to Bangor Dome then. Serves me right. We'll just go through the ruins, it's fine. Certainly not racing Johnny again. Pardon me, just gotta sneak past you here. Oh. Yeah, Steam version's pretty good. Other than the recent breaking of the trophy support, it's pretty good overall. There's also an issue that I've discovered when streaming it that didn't happen to me at all when I played through the game the first time. That's apparently having an overlay enabled during the cutscenes, because they added like full motion, animated cutscenes for some of the like story points that are done by the original art team, which is really cool to see. But A, they don't capture uncapture software, so you're not going to see them on the stream. And B, if you have an overlay enabled, the game crashes. So a bit of a bummer. You can look them up on YouTube. They're all on YouTube. The Chrono Trigger cutscenes are really cool. They might have been added in the... because there was a PS1 disc that had Chrono Trigger on it. It was like the Final Fantasy Chronicles disc? I think it came with Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger? Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they might have added it there. I didn't have that one. I had Final Fantasy Anthology, which is the one with Final Fantasies 5 and 6. I actually just found that at a used game store yesterday and bought another copy of it because I lost my original one ages ago, but... yeah, I never had the PS1 version of Chrono Trigger. I'm assuming it's basically the same... oh, for the love of God. Yeah, I'm assuming it's basically the same as the Super Nintendo version, just with extra cutscenes and probably slightly longer load times. I remember that was a big issue with the Final Fantasy Anthology, is that like every time you would transition from world map to an area, the load scene was like 30 seconds long. It was super bad. Because I was having to read everything off the disc, which the original, Super Nintendo didn't have to do. Hold up. Through this way? Stay out of my way, rat. I should look up a copy of that at some point and pick it up. I'm curious how much it goes for. The one I picked up the Anthologies disc yesterday, and it was 20 bucks. I was really surprised. I thought that would have been a lot more than that. Yeah, 20 bucks. And it even came with the instruction manual, like a 56-page instruction manual. Back in the days when video games gave you something to read along with the game. Oh, alright. Lowering top, high ether, workman's wallet. Is some of that stuff on the PS Store right now? Really? I didn't know any of the old Final Fantasy stuff was on there. That's cool. The old Final Fantasy games were great. Never seen a thing like this before. I know they've got like the Pixel remasters that they just released, but I didn't know that like the Anthology and Chronicle stuff was on there. PS3 store? Really? That's really cool. Got a PS3 sitting around here. I should go download those. Well, PS5s don't exist as far as I'm aware. I still think they're a hoax. Until I see one, I don't believe in them. Okay, hold up. Was I right? Was it Protodome? Hold up. I need one of these doors, one of these fancy sealed doors. Get over here. Get to the Protodome. Yeah, I've seen streamers with them, and I've seen a couple like YouTube channels I've watched that have played games on them, but I mean, I play a lot of games, and most of my friends are pretty dedicated gamers. But I still haven't seen one, like, in person. Okay. Hold up. No, alright. I have met one person in real life that owns, the new Xbox. What is it, the Series X or S or whatever the heck they're calling them? Okay, what the heck? Oh! I need to get over to that dome over there. I gotta go through the abandoned sewers, I think, and get over to that dome over there. Gosh darn it. Alright, well, we're racing Johnny again. I should have just looked at the map the first time. Yeah, I actually just got an email from PlayStation today saying that I had on Monday. I'm eligible if I want to buy a PS5. I can have a time slot that I can go in and buy them. But even then, it has a limited quantities warning on the you're eligible to buy direct from us. And yeah, I don't have the funds set aside for a PlayStation right now either, because I wasn't expecting them to email me and say, hey, you've got 3 days to pick up a PS5. I don't know. Such a goofy launch. Like, I know, like, you know, global supply chain is a mess right now, but man, this is embarrassing to see that over a year after launch, it's still almost impossible to get one of these things. Like, they very seriously should have considered just delaying the launch, because they, by the time that was getting ready to launch, they knew that there was going to be supply chain issues. It would have been a better idea to just be like, yeah, we're going to delay the launch by a year to, you know, build up some backstock, rather than go a year where just, you know, they're mythical. Ah, here we go. Strange construct. The final instruction sequence the Wise One programmed into me was for his burial. Now I can join him in his eternal rest, but first, there's one more task I was ordered to complete, something about the seats. Memory error, I forget. Ah! That's a little hint at something we're going to see in a bit. The pendant begins to glow. Oh, I forgot about this. This is when we pick this up. Right. You who have opened the door, I am Balthazar, the Guru of Reason, and formerly of the Kingdom of Zeal. I was cast into this era by a great disaster which befell our land, so Balthazar ends up in 2300. We're going to want to remember that. Balthazar, 2300. Balthazar is the Reason, and he's an inventor. This is going to come up and cross. Much to my surprise, I've learned that the creature Lavos was not a product of our age, far from it. It seems that being fell from the sky in a bygone age, burrowing deep into the planet's core. There he began to feed upon its energy, growing ever stronger. Lavos' form was revealed briefly when he was summoned forth by a mighty wizard by the name of Magus in the year 600. In the year 1999, Lavos emerged to claim the surface. Now he's taken the place I've named Death Mountain as his throne, or nest as it may well be. His miniature spawn now flow from the mountaintop, an avalanche of death. Lavos is a parasite of gargantuan proportions whose host is the planet itself. Trapped here, I endeavor to continue my studies and observation of Lavos, but I believe the end draws near. Maintaining one's sanity is an endeavor in and of itself in an age such as this, an endeavor I fear may be futile. So before my mind is lost forever, I've decided to leave these records of my knowledge behind, along with my greatest invention. Ever did I long to return home and toil endlessly in search of a way, but as I neared the completion of my research, so did I near the end of my days. I have grown old and frail, and so I leave it in your hands, you who have opened the way. Take hold of the reins of time and let all the people of this planet, past and future, join as one. Then, only then, you just may be able to stop Lavos. You have little chance of success, but even a little chance is still a chance. You who have opened the door, the fate of the world is in your hands. Open now the final door and claim what awaits you, my last and greatest work. The Wings of Time. Alright. I feel like there's a capsule somewhere around here. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn that when you were coming through here there was a bunch of messages and then one shining thing that was just a capsule. And it begins to glow. Alright. And there she is. Must be the invention mentioned in his recordings, the Wings of Time. What's this thing? Alright. Hello? Let me in. There we go. Scared you, didn't I? It's me, Balthazar. I copied my memory into this thing. What do you think? Precious, isn't he? Anyway, there's something I need to explain, namely how to transcend time. Press the X button to display the time gauge. Then select the area you wish to visit. It's a little jarring having controls explained by an in-universe character here. Ah, yes. Before you go, why don't you give a name to my machine? Epoch is fine. I used to have a painting of the Epoch on my wall. Well then, hop aboard. Out of my way. Instructions for a time machine. No, I don't need to. Please, release me. There we go. I don't remember if there's going to be a cutscene here. If there's a cutscene here, I'm going to temporarily turn off my chat overlay to see if it helps avoid the game crashing. Take off, and we need to go to the Middle Ages. There might be a cutscene. I don't remember. Yes, there is. Okay, cool. I turned the chat overlay off while I skipped it, and the game didn't crash. That might work. Unbelievable energy readings. It's as if the total mental energy of all humans who ever lived were being amplified. This great, fast. Alright. Epoch is capable of this. I'm assuming you didn't actually see anything on the stream side of it. Actually, hold up. It's probably not showing you anything right now either, because every time this game launches a cutscene, it just goes completely blank. Because this thing is held together by popsicle sticks when it goes into a cutscene. Alright. Transform, fit to screen. No, it's not picking up anything. Good. Oh, for the love of God. Let's capture specific window, chrono trigger. Yes. Oh my God. I also went to the wrong era. I went to 600. I needed to go to 12,000. Slight difference. Okay. We are going to remove this game capture completely. Yes. And re-add it again. See if that fixes this. Add source. Yes. Hey! There we go. Is the chat overlay still working? Let me test something here. I want this on top, I think. Transform group. Let me see here. Theoretically, of course it's not working. Why would it work? What if I toggle you? Do you feel like working now? thing drives me absolutely cuckoo sometimes. Let me just try that. No! So it's hidden behind the game capture now. How do I bring you forward a layer? Or send this back a layer or something? What if I do both of you together? No. Well, that's fine, I guess. It's very weird that it's not working at all right now. What if I toggle that? Turn you off. Yeah, there we go. It's still there. And now it's just getting overlaid by this. Got it. How about... allow transparency? That working? No. How about capture specific window? Does that work? Ah, whatever. There's not going to be a chat overlay on screen. This game and streaming software just does not like each other. It's fine. It's fine. There will be chat in the Twitch chat, and I can see it on my screen. That's fine. It does bug me that that's not working, but I'm not going to drive myself, you know, too nutty. Huh. I'll have to play with that later and see if I can figure out why on earth it's buried behind it. Like, I think what's happening is that it's got some layers set up, so the capture layer is currently on top of the chat layer, which is stupid, but whatever, it's fine. I'm sure it won't break anything. I'm sure we're not doomed. Way is sealed. Wow, that's not great. How about this cave? Do we like this cave? That's sealed too. How about this here? Oh, right. We need to go through this. Because we're trying to get Melchior, because he's been trapped by the Queen. Hello, sir. Getty, the village of the Earthbound. Yes. The Earthbound ones were banished from Zeal because we were possessed of no magical talents. Yeah. Might I interest you in some goods? Yes, what have you got for me? A motto. Interesting. The Megaton arm thinks it's better than Robo's weapon. It very much is not. Many inhabitants of this land were taken to build the Ocean Palace, and none were ever seen again. So yeah, one of the things that was added in the DS remake of this is there were 2 new optional endgame areas and a couple of new weapons for each character. The Queen has installed the Mammon Machine in the Ocean Palace in an attempt to absorb Lavos' energy, but is there not peril in such a thing? The Guru of Life said as much, but it only led to her to imprison him upon the Mountain of Woe. I fear there's little we can do. Yeah, one of the new weapons is this fancy little thing here, the Apocalypse Arm. Attack 0, so you just do base damage with it, but may inflict 10,000 damage. And that may is just if you get a crit. Every time Robo gets a crit, it's 10,000 damage. So you just pop this on him here to boost his crit rate, and you win. Guru of Life says the young Lord Janus possessed power within him exceeding even that of Lady Shala, but then the Queen lost her mind and the young Lord grew to hate that power and all the suffering it causes Lady Shala. Now he hides it, denies it, and shuts it from his thoughts. When will Lady Shala come and play with us again? Okay. 3 gurus and Lady Shala are near the only ones who do not treat us as inferior. Right, because everyone in this kingdom seems like kind of a jerk. Mud Beast Den is dangerous. You shouldn't play around there. Hello, can I go to the Mud Beast Den? Ah, this is just an inn. Times past, the Enlightened Ones we Earthbound lived as one. Very good. Would you like to rest here for the night? No. I would love to see another game set in this setting. In the, like, the time period between 65 million BC and now. The Guru of Life voiced opposition to the Queen's plan, so he was banished to the Mountain of Woe. The tunnel connects to a mud beast den, and beyond the mouth of the den lies the great chain that anchors the Mountain of Woe to the earth. Because you get a fair amount of info about, like, what happened in the, like, immediate lead up to this time period, but not, like, you know, a few thousand years before this. Like, the founding of Inhasa and all that would be really interesting. Oh. Mud beasts. I'm pretty sure they're gonna die really easily. Yeah, there they go. That's another thing I'm actually looking forward to is the Chrono Cross remake is coming with Radical Dreamers, which I'm looking forward to playing. I've actually seen the dialogue from the game, the script, I guess. It's like a visual novel, basically. So you're just reading a lot of stuff, and I've read it all. It's okay, but it's just going to be kind of neat to get to see all the artwork and actually see it like the way it was intended to be seen. Because it was never released in any format that I was able to play, so I think it's going to be interesting to watch people's reaction to this too, because I know there's a lot of like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross fans that know about Radical Dreamers and have this kind of like legendary reputation around it because it's this like super rare game that's the third entry in the series. And I'm curious to see if they are let down when they see what it actually is. Yeah, Radical Dreamers is a spin-off side game. I don't know what you want to call it. An alternate telling, I guess, or alternate take on a sequel to Chrono Trigger that was released on the Japanese Satellavision and never got a US release. I don't remember the gimmick to this fight, by the way. Even when I did this on my original playthrough, I just, like, absolutely assed my way through this. This was not a well-executed fight. And yeah, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure visual novel kind of thing. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna do it this way. Luminaire. Luminaire wins everything. And just in case it doesn't win everything, Electrocute wins everything. Just in case that doesn't win everything, Dino Tail. Nah, that's fine. This'll do it. But yeah, it introduces Kid. It shows a follow-up on what happens to Magus. I don't want to spoil too much because I do want to let some of the plot twists in this kind of come out naturally as they happen. But it shows like the post-end game what happens to the character of Magus stuff. It's all like completely non-canon now because Chrono Cross is completely different. Like there's no way they could both exist in the same universe. It also introduced the character of Kid from Cross. It was almost like a prototype, I guess, of Chrono Cross. Like when they were working on the storyline, they kind of played around with some different ideas, and then Cross went on to kind of flesh them out and make them a bit more interesting. The character of Guile, the magician in Chrono Cross, is very heavily inspired by a character from Radical Dreamers. As well as the name of, I think there's a band in Cross called the Radical Dreamers, which is a reference to that game. And yeah, it just never got an official English translation and never came out on any platform that was available anywhere outside of Japan. Until, I think, a week and a half from now is when the remake is coming out. And that'll be pretty much everyone else in the world's first chance at getting a look at this, 20-something-year-old game. That is a visual novel, choose-your-own-adventure text thing. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be let down when they play it. They're going to have much higher expectations of what to expect out of this than what they're going to get, but it'll be interesting to watch at least. I'm also interested to see, because I know a lot of people when Cross came out that played through it once or twice. A lot of people who hadn't played Chrono Trigger, because Chrono Trigger was a little bit of an obscure game to get a hold of back in the day. Like, when Cross came out, Super Nintendo games were in a bit of a weird, like, collectible state where they were getting kind of expensive to get a hold of. Like, I think at the time Chrono Cross released, getting a hold of a copy of Chrono Trigger was like somewhere between $90 and $100, unless you wanted to get the Chronicles disc, and the Chronicles disc wasn't all that easy to come by either, because that was a pretty limited release. So there were a lot of people that played Cross and just didn't really know what was going on with it, and when they went back and played Chrono Trigger, they're like, well, other than one, again, trying to avoid spoilers here, but one thing at the very, very end of the game, and one little bit at the very middle of the game, it almost feels like they're not related at all. Like, they aren't a sequel. It's just like, Chrono Cross feels like a completely unrelated game that just has, like, 2 random Chrono Trigger characters thrown into it for no reason. And that's not at all the case. Like, Chrono Cross is very much a sequel to Chrono Trigger if you know what to look for, and I'm kind of interested to see how people react to it now. Now that there's, like, it's even farther removed from people knowing what the hell's going on in Chrono Trigger. But there's a lot more, wikis and media available these days to help people fill in the dots and connect things. I'm curious to see if it gets a slightly better reception. Granted, this port also looks like it's a very direct port of the PS1 version, which I'm sure people are going to be upset about. I'm sure a lot of people are going to look at it and go, oh my god, these graphics, what are these? But I'm fine with that. I just want the PS1 game. I'm not looking for anything fancy. I just want my good old classic Chrono Cross. As long as they don't screw up the music, I'm good. Because Chrono Cross had some amazing music to it. Yeah, well, I mean, when I stream through Cross, I'm going to be kind of pointing out some of the, like, tie-ins and going over how this all connects together. Because it's interesting. And it definitely works as a standalone game, like if you just treat it as a standalone adventure. Oh, nice. Good job, Ayla. Alright, down here, I'm trying to... Oh my gosh, there's so many fights in this section. Yeah, it's I think what a lot of people thought is that it's just kind of another Square game where, like, each game was might share a few little elements in common, but they're not, like, direct sequels. But no, Cross is very, very much a direct sequel to Trigger. And actually, the DS remake of Chrono Trigger added one extra ending that kind of helps explain that a little bit better and make it a little bit more clear how they link together. Which we'll get to see when I'm streaming here. I have it set up so that I should be able to show that ending off. I have to do a few extra dungeons, which is going to be a little time consuming because they're kind of puzzle dungeons, but it's fine. It'll be probably the last part I do will be doing all the little side endings and then the big fancy DS ending. I think I'm about be halfway through the game right now. Maybe a little less. Somewhere right around there, though. I know my original playthrough, when I wasn't, reading all the dialogue out loud. Still reading most of it, but not, out loud, which is a lot slower. It took about 18 hours. I'm figuring that between the... Yeah, 20 years. Like, the time difference between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. That sounds about right. Like, it's a little hard to pin down from Chrono Cross, but yeah, that sounds about right. It's definitely set around, like, the year 1000, like, time period. And there's a few different elements that kind of tie in together. Like, you're going to see some... When we go through all the different endings to this, because there's, what, like 13 different endings to Chrono Trigger, it ties in to a few of the different endings from Chrono Trigger. Oh, does it say that on the back of the PS1 box? Gosh, I haven't seen that PS1 box in a long time. I think I still have the discs sitting around, but I transferred all my PS1 games to like a CD spindle. So I don't have any of the boxes anymore. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. This boss is a real pain in the ass the first time through. But fortunately, looks like it will not be a pain in the ass on the New Game Plus. Yeah, it has to do with... There's a few different endings that are kind of relevant to Cross. We'll get to take a look at. And there's our man Melchior. Indeed, I am none other, but how do you know my name? I do not believe we've met. More pressingly, what of the Queen in the Ocean Palace? Do you know what has happened? I see, the Queen's mind is already eroded to that extent. It seems the more energy the Mammon machine absorbs, the further the Queen descends into madness. The immortal Lavos is overtaking her soul from within his slumber beneath the waves. Oh. We must flee. The seal is broken. It will bring down the mountain. Come, make haste. So there's... Just for a note, I'm probably going to try to end the stream today, like, relatively soonish. I don't want to spoil what happens, but there's going to be a fairly major confrontation with the Queen in a bit here. And after the events of that confrontation is where I'm going to try to cut it off. Like, we'll do a little bit of the the fallout from that, but we'll be cutting it off there. I think Lava sleeps deep underground, consuming the energy of this planet. Brought so near, the Mammon machine could very well awaken him. We must hurry before it is too late. Lady Shala is here. Hello. Hey Shala, we're back. Why have you come to such a miserable place? Do not degrade yourselves. We enlightened ones were once the same as you. Janice does not look pleased. The only difference is that we are now puppets of Lavos. Such a filthy place. Yeah. Yeah. Melchior, when the mountain fell, I knew I would find you here. But is it safe for you to leave the palace? Whether it is safe or not no longer matters. The ocean palace is complete. And all is lost. Not at all. Without me, the Mammon machine is no more than a vessel. I will not activate that evil thing again. I've kept the skyway open. Please, you must stop my lady mother. Oh. Hi, Dalton. Be quite an inconvenience if you failed to activate the machine. Dalton, leave her alone. Ah, the fossil speaks. Be silent. So come to the Ocean Palace with me, cause any trouble, and your life is, well, I will bear no responsibilities. Why would you threaten to kill Shala, Dalton? You need Shala alive. That's the whole point. You should have grabbed Janice and threatened to kill him. None of the Queen's brats know their place, do they? Man, Dalton's really got to learn how to be a villain. He's bad at this. Let's not be hasty. I'd be more than happy to take the life of this little pearl. I do not fear the Queen. But then your plan doesn't work, Dalton. Shall we be on our way, Shala dear? Your mother is waiting. Alright. Old man, okay. I'm alright. But we must rescue Shala or there will be terrible consequences. There's no hope of rescuing her, not even for you, Melchior. If the Queen's plans come to fruition, there's no hope for life as we know it. You would go and stop her, yeah. My pardons, you risk your life for us time and time again, and I do not even know your names. You've already helped us, now we are returning the favor. Whatever are you talking about? Alright. Take this with you. It's made from the same red stone as the Mammon machine. With it, you should be able to destroy the thing for good. Obtained a ruby knife. Alright. So we need to get back to the Mammon machine. Do you guys have anything new to say? Lady Shala is still alive. And Lord Janus made for the Skyway to save Lady Shala. That's fine. I'm not... We're just gonna head on. Okay, through the Skyway. Up to here. Weirdly enough, there's no alternate endings during this period. There's one more alternate ending we have to make a backup save for. That we're coming up on, but we're not quite there yet. Okay. Through here. And I think it's just all the way up to the palace, through the throne room, and that'll get us down to the Ocean Palace. Oh, do we have to go through? Yeah, there's a little dungeon in the Ocean Palace. Now that I'm thinking about it. All right, so we're not quite as close to the end of this as I thought I was. There is the little dungeon that we have to go through. I forgot about the dungeon. That's fine. I got plenty of time for that. I mostly just wanted to cut it off for story reasons, so that's good. Beings that are born of dreams has always returned to them at the end, but at times people's dreams and prayers call upon the powers of Lavos and are made reality. Okay. Let's go. No, I don't actually need a save here. We can just carry on. Why is it the prophets allowed inside while I'm stuck guarding a place like this? Came. I decided to leave you alone before, hoping you might make that prophet show his true colors, but I've no use for you anymore. Your history. Okay. Bye, Dalton. Huh. Man, he's tough. There we go. Alright, Dalton's down. Yeah, like 4 rounds of attacks. That's a lot. Ayla learns triple kick. Perfect. That was the last tech she needed to learn. Cannot be beaten now, not with the eternal life just within my grasp, and he's out. Dalton retreats again. Is this the portal down to the thing? This looks like a time portal. I'm mildly concerned this is going to take me to the final boss. Just in case, I'm going to make a quick little backup save here. The one problem with playing on New Game Plus is I can never remember what's going to take me to the final boss and what's going to just be like a portal to the next room. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. And there's the Ocean Palace. Soon I feel dark energy filling this place. Something frightening stirs. Up, and he's off. Shala raised the output of the Mammon machine to its limit. Shala, you dare disobey me. Very well, alright. What splendor! Behold the incredible power of Lavos. Okay, so I need to get through this dungeon and down to Shala and the Queen. There's a bunch of, like, side areas you can go through. Get you a bunch of cool gear and stuff. We're in New Game Plus. I don't need any of that stuff. Like, there is no item in this game that is worth picking up for me at this point. But we're just gonna skip all that stuff and try and head as directly there as I can remember how to. Oh, that was bad. Oh, wait! Do these guys absorb every element except for their own? That might be what it is. Well, then this was a mistake. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. These guys are color-coded, that's right, and they only take damage from their specific element, or physical attacks. And they counter anything that you use, as well as absorbing the HP from it. Thankfully, we're over-leveled enough that that's not going to matter, but a bit obnoxious. Playing this with headphones on, the stereo separation on this track is really cool. There we go. Is it through here? No, this doesn't feel right. This? Let me out of here. Oh wait, we need to kill the other guy first. Got it. Alright. Perfect. Maybe we do have to go through here. Oh my god, there's so many enemies. I know we need to find a staircase down. No, the remaster's coming out on PC. I actually don't know what other platform. Let me double check that. I already have it like purchased on Steam, but let me double check that real quick. Chrono Cross remaster, Radical Dreamers Edition. Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition, coming to Switch. Xbox One and Steam, coming soon to PS4. Okay, so it's available at least on the Switch, the Xbox One, and Steam, and it is coming to PS4 at some point. It may just be that they're not allowing pre-orders on PS4. I also don't know if they've released the system requirements for the PC version, but I can't imagine they're going to be terribly large. It is a 20-year-old PS1 game. Well, a little more than 20-year-old. 23? I think? 22, 23, something around there? Year-old PS1 game? Yeah, I think just about any computer you've got, hopefully, will be able to handle running this. I don't think there's going to be ray tracing or anything. Get out of there. And also, just another tip. It is not a remake, it is a remaster, because anybody that's expecting this to look any different than a PS1 game is in for a shock. I'm honestly not entirely fond of some of the remaster work on it. I think the original PS1 game holds up really well, but the original PS1 game is also running at 480 resolution, 640 by 480. So having something running at a higher resolution is going to be nice. Yes. Smoother pixels is pretty much the perfect summary of it. Okay, what did that do for me? Does that open something up over here? I know there's a secret area somewhere down here. Ah, there it is. Yep. The Demon Slayer. A really good sword for Chrono. It's super easy to miss. I think the biggest thing that I remember looking at and being like, oh, I don't know about this, is they changed the portraits for when people are talking. Because everybody has a little portrait when they're talking, and this game decided to change it. And that's Ever Crisis? I don't know if I know what Ever Crisis is. Oh, is that the Final Fantasy VII tie-in thing? Yeah, is that, it's like a, is that the Battle Royale multiplayer thing, or is that something else? There's too much Final Fantasy VII stuff these days, I can't remember what's what anymore. That's different, okay. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what the heck's going on with all these remakes of Final Fantasy VII anymore. Okay, that's already out. Okay. So then what's Ever Crisis? I don't even think I've heard of this. Is this like a fan project, or is this like an official thing? I'm definitely out of the loop on fan projects. Mobile game version. Okay. Wait, a mobile version of the Final Fantasy VII Remake? That would be quite a feat. Wow. Or is this like a... Are they adding another chapter to it, with Intergrade or Interlude or whatever the heck that Yuffie chapter was. Still haven't played that. Because they made the baffling decision to release it on a console that basically doesn't exist. They ported it to PC finally, and I own it there. I need to finish streaming through that so that I can go ahead and play that new chapter. Original, but the main characters are heavily pixelated. Okay. I was gonna say, it's gonna take some work to get that to run on a phone. That's a very beautiful looking game. The remake was really, really impressive. Especially the PS5 like upgraded version. Looks really nice. Asa, Dreamstone has been used throughout the ages. The Mammon Machine and that pendant were made from it, and so was that knife. We are the embodiment of Melchior's hope sealed within the knife. Hurry, if you mean to confront the Queen, hope rests in your hands. Ah, that's a little hint at something. Feel at the pulse of life eternal. What is this dark energy? Mammon Machine, Your Majesty, it's too dangerous to continue. Don't stop, Shala. We were only a little longer to go. Immortality will be ours. Zeal will have the eternal glory it deserves. So long have I waited. Website says probably not next month. Although, I don't know. Square is really weird about release dates. Because they, when they were doing those Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, they only announced the release dates for those, like, 2 weeks before the game released. And when they ported the Final Fantasy VII Remake to PC, they only announced that it was coming to PC 7 days before it actually launched. So I don't know what to believe with them, man. They just release things sometimes. Like with Square, it's either like they're announcing it 6 years before it comes out, or they're announcing it 5 minutes before it comes out. I honestly wish more developers would do the, like, just announce it like a week or two before it's ready, or maybe a week or two, but like, give me like a 3-month window. I don't need to hear about games 5 years before they're ready to be released. Just tell me about it like 3 months out, give me enough time to put, you know, squirrel some money away off of a paycheck somewhere to buy this, and call it a day. Because otherwise you get all these like, oh, you gotta have a release date, it puts so much pressure on the developers to, you know, make sure they meet that release date. Which means if they run into any issues or trouble in the development process, they end up sticking to some arbitrary release date they announced way before they knew how long the project was going to take. And then you get like Cyberpunk, which launched like a complete disaster. And nowadays it's actually in a reasonably playable state, but man, if they would have just not had a release date from day one, not built up all that hype, and just let their team take the time they needed to finish it. Man, more companies need to start doing that. Yeah, Square Enix has been really pumping them out, which is fine. It's good. They're one of the only, like, big third-party developers from the, like, 80s that's still around. Like, some of the, you know, they got, like, the big names, like, Nintendo and, you know, whatever, have been around for ages, but like Square Enix, the first Final Fantasy game was what, like 86? And they're still a relevant company? That's insane. Yeah, like games that have done the like short release announcement, like Fallout 4. They only announced that game like 4 or 5 months before the actual game came out, and they were already done. When they announced it at whatever the Summer Games Convention was, I don't know if it was E3 or whatever. Like they brought it out on stage, and they're like, "Yeah, this isn't even like a demo version that I'm showing you on stage. Like we're done. The game's already finished. We're literally going through now and just doing like patching work, the same kind of thing we would normally be doing after launch. We're just, you know, tweaking stuff and balancing stuff, and, you know, if we find any, you know, quest bugs or whatever, we'll go ahead and fix them. But like the actual physical game is completely finished before we've even announced that we were working on it, so that you didn't have all this stupid nonsense build-up hype that leads to a big, you know, catastrophe of a launch. Release me? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Like, oh no, we're stuck. I guess Queen Zeal wins. Oh, okay, I gotta hit some switches. Gotcha. Can I just, like, Cyclone a few of these guys down? Whatever. I think there's one more room on the other side I gotta go poke. Looking through here? No. Like, I'm actually curious to see, because Bethesda has that new RPG launching later this year, that Starfield, and they committed to a release date a little over a year before, you know, before they met the date. So they said, you know, coming out 11/11/11, ironically the same date that Skyrim came out, or 11/11/22, I guess, not 11/11/11, but which means they have a year now to finish the game. And if they run into serious problems where they're like, oh man, we've discovered a like serious bug or glitch, or we're having performance issues on modern hardware, or something comes up that's a problem in development, they're going to have to delay it. And people get real pissy about delays, or they're going to have to launch it in a mess, or their devs are going to be working, you know, like unbelievable amounts of overtime. Like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, patches definitely help. I mean, you've got plenty of games that have launched in a terrible state and gone on to be quite good, like, you know, No Man's Sky. That game was a disaster when it released, and it's really great now. You see, I've never played any of the, like, the Xenogears or Xenosaga franchise. I need to check those out at some point. Or Xenoblade? Are those all, like, related? Dalton, you truly made it all this way. Perhaps I did underestimate you. I owned Xeno something on the Switch. Xenoblade 2? I think? Chronicles? Xenoblade 2 Chronicles? Is that a thing? This is the end. My pets will put a stop to you. Come forth, Golem Sisters. Alright. I think I picked that up on Switch because it looked really good, and I played, like, wow, 6 hours of it one day, and then I got distracted and never went back to it. I'll have to take a look and see if I can find copies of those. That might be a good rainy day game to check out. Because I know I had a friend back in the day that played, well, I think it was Xenogear. He just would not stop talking about how good it was. But I just never got around to it because I had too many games on my backlog. PS3 store. Excellent. Awesome. Oh, $10. That's amazing. Well, yeah, okay, I'll definitely have to pick that up then. Oh no, Robo's dead. Oh my god, they killed a party member. Holy crap. That hasn't happened in a while. Get him up. Oh no, he's only got 50 HP. He's super gonna die again. Uh-oh. Robo, you gotta heal yourself, buddy. Yeah, I'll have to pick that up on the PS3 store. I've got a PS3 here I've been using for... I was streaming through the God of War franchise, and I have one more game to do in God of War before I get to the new one. I hate that they named the new one the same thing as the first game. I hate that trend in games lately. So, yeah, I'll have to pick that up as a rainy day stream idea. I'll have to look through the PS3 store one of these days. I only actually picked up a PS3 like around 2019, specifically to play Metal Gear Solid 4. What's this? I feel something strange. Could this be Lavos' energy? This won't do at all. All my hard work will be in vain if I die before attaining immortality. Yeah, Nintendo, unfortunately, with that DS and 3DS store, that's not going to happen. Nintendo is so bad at maintaining access to old software. It's really a shame. Seems this is your lucky day. Farewell. Especially with like the DS and 3DS stuff, because of the dual screen nature of it and the touch sensitive, pad and all the... They make their games very, very specifically tailored to the hardware that they were released on, and they have a very difficult time, like, maintaining that. Like, even this that I'm playing right now is a port of the DS version of the game, and in the DS version of the game, I'm missing a feature, because there's no way for them to do it efficiently. In the original version of the game, there was a interactive map on the lower screen that showed everything you were in the area and let you see like hidden chests and pathways and stuff like that, and you could draw on it to mark it, and it would save all of that through the whole playthrough. And yeah, can't do that in the PC. Nano Machine Alter. Now is the time if you want to turn back. Oh, bye, new. What is this gravitational field? I detect incredible dimensional fluctuations. Ayla here, where strong one. Alright, I like you, Ayla. Right to the point. You're... Uh-oh. Shala. What are you doing, Shala? Control the machine. We must stop the machine with Sir Melchior's knife. Chrono, red knife. Alright. Here we go, Mune. Ready when you are, Masa. What happened to Doreen? The knife appears to absorb the machine's power to transform into a sword. The Mammon machine. It's too late, he comes. No use, that sword alone cannot stop it. Okay. I also need to make sure I lose this fight. Because it's entirely possible that my team could just kill this right now. And I need to not. So I'm hoping the fact that I haven't healed here is going to be... Yeah, just sit here and die. Because I need to die for this. No, Ayla, stop! Alright, perfect. Good. How long I've waited for this. Been quite some time, Lavos. I swore on that day long ago that I'd destroy you no matter the price. Time to fulfill that vow. Feel my wrath, Lavos. Truly think you possess the power. What are you but a false prophet? You'll be no more than grazings for the great Lavos. Mother, please stop this madness. This power can only end in ruin. Step aside, Shala. The almighty life force of Lavos flows through us all. You are part of it. You cannot change that fate now. Oppose me and I will destroy you. Come, prophet of lies. Feel the power of Lavos. Oh. My magic, he's draining it. I won't be beaten. I endured the darkness alone for the sole purpose of defeating you. Take this. No effect at all. Your pitiful powers are no match for his. I shall give you a gift, eternal life as part of Lavos. Chrono stand, Ayla no like lose. The field of dimensional instability is expanding, we cannot stay here. You're still not given up, what do you hope to do? You would challenge Lavos alone with that battered body of yours. Gaze upon the power of Lavos and your doom. Oh, I think there's going to be a cutscene here, and I really wish I could show it on stream, but it's not going to work because the capture software doesn't catch cutscenes in this. Sir Chrono. Oh. And skip the cutscene and hope the game doesn't crash. Hey, we're good. Alright. Alright, we're thrown out of the dimensional vortex. I haven't the power to defeat him then. The structure is collapsing. We must prioritize our escape. Here, bottom C, where go? The last of my pendant's power will send you to safety. I know you will not be able to forgive her, but please do not hate my mother or our kingdom. I'm so sorry. Now quickly to the surface. Chrono. And I think that's the last we see of Shala. in the original release of the game. Oh. I think we may have done broke the universe. And first we wiped out the dinosaurs, then we wiped out an entire ancient civilization. We are dangerous to be around. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold up. Is the stream upside down? How on earth? Okay, and now it's just gone. What the hell? I swear, this game and my capture software have like a blood feud. Let me just put it on auto. Try that. Transform. Fit the screen. My god, it is like every time there's a cutscene in this game, it just goes completely bonkers. Chrono, no. Okay. Well, apologies for the slight moment of the screen being upside down. I don't apparently destroying Lavos actually destroyed the universe. Or, not destroying Lavos. Lavos destroying us. You've awoken. You were most fitful in your sleep. Where Chrono? Found no other. That not true. Chrono strong, Chrono not die. This the village inhabited by the Earthbound. Island was the only refuge left after the Ocean Palace unleashed its ruin, no others remain. Metal bird, island floating sky, all gone? Is Sir Melchior here? When the disaster struck, an eerie black portal materialized before young Lord Janus. Melchior tried to save the boy prince, but succeeded only in getting himself dragged in as well. Black portal, it must have been a gate made by Lavos. What happened to Shala, where is she? That I cannot say, no one has seen her since. The Epoch, is the Epoch intact? Your ship is a sturdier vessel than one might venture. She washed up safe and sound right in your wake. It was almost as though she were drawn to you. Ah yes, I believe this is yours. Pendant, Chrono have before. It was sitting beside you almost as though it was watching over you, guarding you. Take all the time you need to rest. I will be in the village commons just beyond. And so yeah, we are down a party member. Sorry, Marl, you're getting replaced by Frog. So at this point in the game, this is about where the game starts to kind of open up a little bit. There's going to be one more sort of like mandatory sequence you have to go through, and at that point, the game really opens up into. You can pick pretty much any direction you want to go, and you're going to have full access to all the time streams and the ability to jump around wherever you want. A lot of side quests open up. And that's where we're going to kind of pick it up next time. We're going to do one more backup save, because would you believe there's a unique ending if you beat the game without Chrono in your party. And next time we will pick up on the follow-up to this and start looking at some of the side quests you have access to. Each character in your party is going to have their own unique side quest that kind of fills in a bit more of their backstory or their character arc. Particularly notable for Chrono Cross is going to be Robo's story, Luca's story, and one other secret character that we haven't met yet, or haven't added to the party yet. And so we're making sure we do at least those. It's probably worth doing Marl's as well. Frogs is okay. Frogs is neat for Frogs, so we'll do his just because it's fun. And then once you finish all of those, there's like the big end game finale dungeon that you have to go wrap up, and then there will be 3 optional side areas we can go to that were added with the DS remake that allow us to get a secret ending that was added to the DS remake. So I think the plan is next time we're going to pick up the dungeon that comes after this. We're going to try to do at least a few of the side quests, and then we'll do another part where we wrap up the rest of the side quests and the main ending, and then I'll do one more part after that, hopefully, where I just do all the optional endings and the DS content. Yeah, thanks for joining. Good having you here. Back either tomorrow night or the day after, hopefully, with the follow-up to this, usually around the same time, but when I usually get off of work. Yeah, thanks for joining. If you're interested in catching more of it, follow me on Twitter. That's where I try to post any updates I have about schedule changes or plans for the streams. So check me out there if you're looking for info on that. That's pretty much all I use my Twitter for. So thanks for joining, and I will see you next time.